more of snow expected in parts of southern New England.
And our team of reporters out there trying to keep an eye on the storm. And again, depending on where you are, depends on what you're seeing right now. Eyewitness News reporter Rosie Woods knows that firsthand. She's been in Breaking News 1 with a photographer all morning long checking out the conditions. And you really have seen a difference in certain parts of the state where the changeover took place a little later, right, Rosie?
Absolutely. Right now we're in Warwick, Route 2 South. We were just here 2 hours ago, but here's a live look at the difference that we're seeing now. Just 2 hours ago, there was rain. The roads were completely clear. Now, poor visibility, a lot of snow falling. You could maybe even just see when we tried to start right then, we were slipping and sliding a little bit. So there definitely needs to be a lot of slow driving out there, a lot of precautions taken. Also, just be aware when you stop and when you start today, it's going to be very difficult. Right now, we're going up a hill. The drivers on our left going down the hill, probably having a little bit of issues because of how slippery it is out here, so just be very careful. Also, we have seen a lot of plows out here. They were pre-treating earlier this morning, which is probably helping the roads to some extent right now, but the roads are still pretty bad out here, and just make sure to stay away from those plows, give them enough room to do their job, and we'll have another update for you as soon as we can. Live in Breaking News 1, Rosie Woods, Eyewitness News.
All right, Rosie, thank you so much. And our severe weather alert coverage continues now in the midst of this snowstorm. In fact, we had a breathless TJ Del Santo telling us that there is actually thunder snow outside of our studios here in East Providence. We're going to join him live in a minute. Yeah, we were talking about this morning, that was happening in Connecticut, that has obviously now moved into the Rhode Island area. TJ literally just came in and said the building is shaking from the thunder snow. Very rare occurrence in one of these big snowstorms. So TJ's outside. We'll check in with him in a moment. Let's go to Kim Colonia now. She's up in Smithfield, and I wonder if Kim has experienced any of that thunder snow up in that part of the state.
You know, Patrick, we haven't seen any thunder snow just yet, but as you can probably tell from the fact that I'm looking down a little bit, this wind is whipping this snow right into my face. So definitely not the type of weather that you want to be out and about in. And taking a look at just how much has fallen, it's already, you know, quite a bit of snow that you can shovel, trying to do it one-handed here. Maybe 2 to 3 inches already here in Smithfield, and it's just coming down at quite the rate. So it's pretty much whiteout conditions. Definitely not the kind of weather that you want to be out driving around in, but as you can see, some people are making their way up and down Route 44 here in Smithfield near the Apple Valley Mall. But take a look at those road conditions. I mean, the snow is just piling up. It's a little slushy. We have seen some plows out and about, but again, the rate at which this snow is falling, I think it's a little difficult to keep up with at this point. So if you don't have to be out on the roads, definitely don't head out to drive around in this right now, because it is piling up quite quickly. We've only been out here for a couple of minutes. We're already snow covered, and our cars are already snow covered as well. So of course we'll be continuing to monitor the weather conditions out here in Smithfield, but for now, back to you.
All right, Kim, thanks so much. And right now, we have Cranston Mayor Fung joining us on this morning. We're going to be touching base with a lot of our city officials this morning. And good morning to you, Mayor.
Hey, good morning, Danielle.
All right, so we know that you instituted that parking ban last night at midnight, remaining, of course, in effect throughout the day today. Tell us what you're seeing in Cranston right now.
You know, it's actually, the snow's intensifying. It's picking up pretty well. I'm actually driving out with our plows on the western side right now, and we are seeing some whiteout conditions with the snow coming down, particularly where there's heavier winds on the western side. So if people can stay off the roads and let our people do their jobs, that would be fantastic. You know, we had our crews come in at 5 a.m. to salt and sand. We've converted now to start dropping the plows into plow operations, and we're going to be calling our vendors, called our vendors in, and they're going to be, you know, starting soon enough.
All right, a quick question for you about some of the businesses in Cranston. Obviously, you have busy Reservoir Avenue, you have Garden City Center. Are you hearing about some of the business closures, or what's going on with that part of your running business in Cranston today?
Yeah, from what I'm seeing right now, Garden City is closed, but the Whole Foods market is open. In fact, I drove through several of the markets, like Shaw's in the Chapel View, Garden City area, the Stop and Shop up on Phoenix, and the parking lots are packed right now. So all those individuals who didn't get their shopping in are rushing right now. But please get your shopping done and get off the roads, because it is getting a little treacherous and slippery out here, and our guys really need to get out and tackle the storm.
All right, Cranston Mayor Fung, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck. Stay safe out there today. We'll check in with you later today for more on what's going on in Cranston during the storm.
Thanks, Danielle.
All right, we continue our severe weather team coverage now. There's TJ back outside. He was just in here a few minutes ago talking about this thunder snow and the thunderstorm that's going on while the snow is falling. TJ, tell us all about this phenomenon.
Well, while Mayor Fung was speaking to you, we had another clap of thunder. It's a long clap of thunder, and the sky didn't really light up. It's daytime. You didn't see much of a flash of lightning, but you could certainly hear a long clap of thunder. That's the second clap I've heard in just the last 5-10 minutes that I've been standing out here. And obviously you can see that we've got all snow now, and it's coming down fairly heavily. We have a coating on the grassy surfaces and car tops. You can see behind me, not quite sticking on the cement surfaces. Our patio here is more wet than anything else, and I can see on the roadways and the parking lots just a very thin coating of snow. And as I'm talking, I can start to feel the wind picking up a little bit. So it's nothing terribly heavy just yet. We've just got a light coating. Let's take a look at some of the snowfall reports from across the area. We've got 4.5 inches of snow being reported from Burrowville. That's the jackpot. Gloucester about 4, Coventry 3, Foster 3 inches. In fact, interesting report from Foster earlier in the morning. Jeremith Hill, which by the way is the highest point in Rhode Island, they had whiteout conditions earlier in the morning, and just over the border not too long ago, Willimantic, Connecticut was reporting whiteout conditions. Killingly, Connecticut, 2 inches, and on the picnic table here in East Providence, we've got about 1/2 inch of snow, so that's what we officially are reporting here from the weather yard, 1/2 inch of snow. I'm kind of talking a little bit, trying to keep going and going. Maybe we can get another clap of thunder here, but I did record some, and I'll post it on onto our WPRI Facebook page and also my Facebook page and Twitter and all that fun stuff, so that maybe you can hear the thunder yourself. I'm sure a lot of people are hearing the thunder. We got reports from Westerly to Hope Valley up into East Greenwich, North Kingstown area of the thunder snow, and it's pretty impressive when you do hear it. I'll send it back into you.
Before you go, can you still hear us? I don't know if TJ can still hear us. Can you still hear us, TJ?
I got you, yes.
Okay, we talk about thunderstorms during the summer, right, and how dangerous they can be. They got to be indoors. Is there any difference between the safety risks for thunder snow and thunderstorms in the summer? Like if people want to be outside playing in the snow, is it just as dangerous to be out in this sort of a situation as it is during the summer?
It is dangerous to be outside in thunder snow. You can still get a cloud to ground lightning strike, and it can still cause the same kind of damage. I think I just saw a flash of lightning. I'm not hearing any thunder though, but yeah, it can be just as dangerous. Anytime you're dealing with lightning, a tremendous amount of electricity, it can certainly be very dangerous. So best bet to get inside as soon as you can.
Come on, TJ, come back in.
We got TJ.